Shit, I missed the beginning.
Sean McCann has a new solo album called Help Yourself and a surprising new attitude on life. I spoke with Sean McCann earlier today. I guess the first thing we really need to talk about is your departure from Great Big C. So how did that happen? How did that come about?
Well, we've been together for 20 years, and people change over 20 years. And, you know, I'm really proud of what we've accomplished in Great Big C, and I think at this point in our lives we're all going in different directions, and as a result the focus on Great Big C is dispersed. And because we have these different ideas and we don't really agree on a lot of stuff, then I just decided it was best for everybody if I withdrew from that, because I really respect the Great Big C, and I you know, it's been my religion for 20 years. It's been my every life of my life. So rather than see it suffer any damage, or I'd rather just remove myself from it, and I think I'll be happier by doing that, and I think the boys will be happier too.
So what changed in you?
About 5 years ago, I was in an unhappy place, and my drinking started to escalate. In our lifestyle, being in a band, touring, I mean, you can imagine how I'm exposed to that kind of stuff. And over time, I developed my kryptonite. I couldn't resist it or whatever, but it became a problem. And so 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago, I really just wanted to face and put an end to that. I've been carrying around this thing for a while, and it was causing problems, and I really just wanted to get away from that. And I made the conscious decision to help myself and to move away from that dependency, and that was a huge change. But by doing that, I was able to focus on all the other problems and go deeper in my own problems. But I was able to deal with my issues clearly. Instead of getting angry about, say, issues in Great Big C or in my life, I was able to deal with them. And that's why it's important to help yourself and to face any issues, because by not facing issues head on, they will fester, at least in my experience. Not looking for someone to lead me. I don't need no one to hold my hand. Ain't nobody gonna guarantee me a free trip to the promised land.
You're not just out of the band and retiring. You have today released a brand new album called Help Yourself that you were just talking about. But this isn't a project that started after the tour was over, after you finished with Great Big C. This is a project that started a long time ago, I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, it was it started when Joel Plaskett, who produced the record, he came to Newfoundland a year ago, November past. He wanted to do a tour of the island of Newfoundland. And I said, really? Have you done this before? This is not that easy. And he says, no, I realize that, but I really love Newfoundland, and I want to go there with my band, The Emergency, and I want to film them under duress in stressful situations. Like the driving it was icy and stuff. It was bad weather. So I said, I want to go on that. And I had to be part of it. So he took me out and opened up for him. I'm good friends with Joel. I have a history. And he, while we're on the road, he listened to my songs, and he heard a story, one that moves from darkness through a deeper darkness and then out the other side, though. Now, I told him about my issues, and I told him that I talked to the band and was leaving the band. So he knew I was leaving the band. He knew I quit drinking. He knew I was changing my life and going through major changes and trying to, improve things and trying to get happy, because happy is healthy. But he knew where I came from, and because the songs were there, and he could hear that in the songs. So he heard where I started, and he was there where I was coming out, and that's what he saw as the record.
It's connecting with everyone. It's resonating with everybody.
Not many people go through life without running into some kind of problem, and the problem with problems is they sometimes seem insurmountable, and people give up and they hide. And I think Great Big C for me was a place to hide for too long, and you can't, you just can't get ahead of your problem if you hide from it. So I don't know. I think if this puts people on the journey, if the message here is to face, and I still get emotional about it, but if the message here is there's no problem that's insurmountable, if you face it soberly, if that's a problem, but if you face it, you can deal with it, and you can do more for yourself than you probably think.
Amen.
This is a live shot outside. It's still snowing, as Eddie promised. It's -8 right now. When we come back, Larry J will have the fishery file. Stay with us.